Alright, what's going on, guys? We are back, and we are going to start year 3 of my career mode. We're coming off a Super Bowl win. We have won back-to-back Super Bowls. We're going to try to do something that has never been done in the NFL before. We're going to try for 3 Super Bowls in a row. And it starts here in week 1 against the New Orleans Saints. So let's get it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good...
Alright, we're going to get the ball to start the game, and let's see if we can't go down and strike first.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
See how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
Oh, look at Julio. He puts the move on. And he finally gets caught.
A big play there on the
46 yards.
46 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
Oh, Ridley gets in there. Puts the move on, gets in the end zone. March down the field pretty quickly.
Touchdown grab. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution.
All right, come on, defense. Let's get a stop. Well, that didn't happen. They go right down the field, score a touchdown.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw on second down, Stanley. And finding the tight end Hooper. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel
all right, a break free.
Confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Complete to Jones.
And Julio breaks free of that first tackle, but gets brought down 2 yards shy of the first.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First and 10. Stanley. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Stanley. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley, wide open receiver, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, Stanley. The Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown.
All right. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to.
All right, we got a stop.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Throwing on first down. Stanley forced out to his left. And this one brought in by Sanu. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Stanley. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. On 1st and 10, Stanley. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake. Stanley. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on third down, Stanley caught by Jones, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Stanley, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing
Damn, Freeman, you ain't doing shit this game, bro.
Lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
You're getting shut down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Dancing to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, I'm not going to get a touchdown on this drive. We're going to have to settle for the field goal. And they go down and they get a field goal.
And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go.
Safety comes up way too much. Austin Hooper, easy throw and catch.
But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action. Stanley.
Oh, Ridley can't hold on to
it's
it.
Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of
struggling with
in the middle
catching the ball after contact yet again.
I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On third down, Stanley. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
4th and 1.
7 on the play.
I'm going to go for it.
It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Stanley being chased out left. He's got some. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing on 1st down, Stanley. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it.
Oh, my God. He dropped a touchdown pass. Oh, my God. They can't hold on to the ball after a little contact. It's ridiculous.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Back to the air on 2nd down. Stanley. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Stanley.
Oh my God! Another drop. Like this is ridiculous. Like the receivers are just having all kinds of problems catching the fucking ball. Now we're only up by 3. They go down and score a touchdown.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready.
This is like just ridiculous amount of drops. There's no reason for it.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Back to throw. Stanley. And Jones has it over the middle. So 2 minutes to go in a wild.
All right, we're going to have to get in the end zone here.
Right after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Damn it.
They sack him back at the 36.
Nobody's getting open.
Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. To throw on 2nd down. Stanley over the middle, complete.
There you go, Julio, fight.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Call a timeout, get him rested up.
Timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. From the gun, Stanley throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw.
Oh, God, come on.
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job.
Are you kidding me? Julio, hold on to the fucking ball.
Take a shot at the end zone.
Damn, all these drops. This is stupid. He caught it easily and then gets hit a little bit and he fucking drops it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. They're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Stanley.
Oh my God, he's taking too long to throw the ball.
6-yard line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
A final shot before break. Stanley, he's going to look deep down. And got his man.
Oh, shit. Go, Ridley, go.
The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Damn, we gotta do something about all these little piss drops, man. This is ridiculous. Well, they go down and score a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage.
Oh, my God. Come on, Julio.
For more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley. Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
On first down, Stanley. And he is into the end zone.
There we go.
Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Stanley escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Protection was great. He had time to set.
Didn't get the 2.
Atlanta now.
All right, well, we got a turnover.
On first and 10, Stanley. It's a short one here.
There you go, Hooper, bounce off.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Had a nice broken tackle and then brought down right around the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
To throw on second down, Stanley. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Steps away to his left. It fights him off. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be
No, nobody got open on that one.
Third quarter. Alex Anzalone. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stanley, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah, he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard.
All right, we're going to go for it. 4th and 2.
10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. On 4th down, Stanley. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end.
All right, good shit.
Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper from 3 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I...
Oh, they go down and get a touchdown. We're up by 12 points.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Back to throw. Stanley over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Looking to throw on second down. Stanley able to shake him off. And a big pass here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins.
No protection. Line is just breaking down. Can't hold blocks.
Yards. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on third and long. Stanley dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
All right, scramble for the first down.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them?
Okay, we got another turnover.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him to like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Stanley. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw.
Damn.
Stanley. And he's going to go down. Back at the
Man, y'all are just getting fucked up on that offensive line. We got to get some new offensive linemen. Come on, man. Like, we've had this same trash for a couple years.
The way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. He'll get it up the middle. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
You got Freeman a touchdown.
Devontae Freeman, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
We gotta stop. 57 seconds left.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Wow. Just no protection. Like, I don't have time to do anything.
Lined up as safety. Well, I think you can go ahead.
Man, that's terrible. 7 sacks.
Well, my friend, for the players,
7 sacks. A pathetic offensive line. Slap garbage.
We were into the regular season, the first game of the year, and you know all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special.
You gotta do better than that, man. 7 sacks is just completely unacceptable.
Crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Falcons, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener.
Yeah, let's take a look.
They'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers.
35 out of
Meanwhile,
47
for the Saints,
passes, 510 yards completed, 74% of my passes, 5 touchdowns, no picks. See, that stat line looks good, but I got sacked 7 times.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA
And a lot of those runs, it was, if I didn't see anything open within the first couple seconds, I just took off because I would have been sacked. So I had Ridley with 161, Jones 145, Austin Hooper 109. Did we even have a sack? Nope. Not one sack on our defense. We got 3 interceptions. We got one by the rookie Mays, one by E.J. Gaines, and one by Deion Jones. Let's see what they got here. 2 by Davenport, 2 by Cameron Jordan, Rankins with a sack, Anzalone with a sack, and Manti with a sack. 7 fucking sacks. It's ridiculous. My offensive line played like straight garbage. But luckily the passing game was on point, and I had 107 yards on the ground, and Freeman had a very mediocre 62 carry. And he did get that 1 touchdown at the end, but for the most part, we had to rely on the passing game and my feet. The offensive line just was utter doo-doo. We gave up 7 sacks, but at the end of the day, we got the win, 57-33. So that is it for this broadcast. Hopefully, the next game we play, my offensive line won't stink up the joint. So until next time, we'll holler at y'all later.